Next, we have Aguinaldo Shrine located in Kawit, Cavite. Aguinaldo Shrine was the home of the first and youngest president of the Republic of the Philippines, Emilio Aguinaldo. It's a historical place in the Philippines because, as we all know, it is where the first Philippine flag was waved that symbolizes the country's independence in 1898. And now it's a famous tourist spot and houses of some of Aguinaldo and his family memorabilia. What makes this place interesting is that you'll realize how intelligent Aguinaldo was through the architecture of his house, revealing some secret hideout and passages that were relevant during the time of war. Second is the Pitan Zamboanga del Norte. The Rizal Shrine in Zamboanga del Norte is one of the most historical places in Mindanao. This is where Dr. Jose Rizal spent 4 years of exile when he was accused of planning the revolution against Spanish rule. Rizal Shrine in Zamboanga del Norte is one of the most important landmarks in the Philippines. The Miritiro Rock, where Rizal watched sunsets, and when he wrote one of his most beautiful poems, Miritiro My Retreat. The place is also perfect for nature lovers. Mactan Shrine in Cebu has played a huge role in the Philippine history. This is the site of the Battle of Mactan, where Datu Lapu-Lapu defeated the Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan in 1521. The Mactan Shrine is one of the most famous Philippine landmarks and was built in honor of Lapu-Lapu. You can visit the bronze monument of Datu Lapu-Lapu. Leyte Landing Memorial Park, also known as the MacArthur Leyte Landing Memorial National Park, is one of the most famous monuments in the Philippines. It is the protected area of the Philippines that commemorates the historic arrival of General Douglas MacArthur in Leyte Gulf to free the Philippines from Japanese occupation on October 20, 1944. He also became famous for this line and later on fulfilled this promise to the Philippines. The statues of General Douglas MacArthur and his troops in the exact location where they landed is the most famous site of Leyte Landing Memorial Park. Next is Biak na Bato, another historical place in the Philippines, the Biak na Bato in San Miguel, Bulacan. This is the famous landmark where Emilio Aguinaldo and other revolutionaries established the Biak na Bato Republic to be free from the Spaniards. What can you see in Biak na Bato? You can visit the hanging bridge over a clear river, several caves including the exact place where the revolutionaries secretly established a republic. Baraswain Church in Malolos, Bulacan is not just an ordinary place for worship, but also one of the most historical attractions in the Philippines because the significant events in the Philippine history occurred in the church. The convening of the First Philippine Congress on September 15, 1898, the ratification of the Malolos Constitution on January 21, 1899, and the inauguration of the First Philippine Republic on January 23, 1899. This is perfect if you're looking for historical places in the Philippines near Manila. You can visit the Museo Republica ng 1899, where you can enjoy several galleries that features the historic events in town and the country. Corregidor Island is a small rocky island located at the entrance of Manila Bay. It was once the headquarters of Allied Filipino and American forces who fought against the Japanese during the World War II, and the weakness to the braveries of these soldiers while the Japanese had occupied lots of places in the Philippines. They avoided Corridor because of the fear of the huge canyon surrounding the place. This is definitely one of the most visited cultural attractions in the Philippines. You can visit the beautiful and historic place like Middleside Barracks and Battery Way. You can also see here Corridor's longest gun battery heard. Calle Crisologo. Calle Crisologo, the famous historical landmarks in the Philippines, isn't complete without vegan in it. And among the things that vegan is well known for its Calle Crisologo, where you can see cobblestone streets and a great architecture and horse carriages commonly known as calesa. It's one of the few Hispanic towns surviving in the Philippines and are of the best preserved Spanish colonial towns in the world. You can visit the antique shop and great food spots. Blood Compact Shrine or the Sandugo Monument in Tagbilaran, Bohol is a landmark at the site of the first international treaty of friendship between Spaniards and Filipinos. This Bohol tourist spot depicts si Katuna and Legazpi at the fame in Sandugo moments. You can visit the iconic statue of men performing the traditional sandugo with an ocean view. Fort San Pedro, located in Cebu, is the oldest fort in the country, one of the most visited city tourist spots, similar to Manila's Fort Santiago. Fort San Pedro served as military defense structure during the 17th century Spanish conqueror Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, who founded the earliest settlement in Cebu, and the initiative to put up this fortress at Fort San Pedro. You'll discover the history of Cebu's Spanish government and will preserve Spanish artifacts. Punta Cruz Watchtower. The Punta Cruz Watchtower is located in the town of Marbohok, Tagbilaran, Bohol. It's a 17th century fortification that served as a lookout point during the Spanish colonial era. The watchtower, made of coral stone, the sea and provides a stunning view of the surrounding landscapes. Panglao Watchtower is located on the island of Panglao, Bohol. It's a 19th century heritage structure that served as a lookout point against pirate attacks. The watchtower, made of coral stone, stands on a hill overlooking the sea and offers a panoramic view of the surrounding area. Baclayon Bohol Church, located in the province of Bohol. It is one of the oldest stone churches in the Philippines, built by Jesuit missionaries in 1595. The Heritage Church is an excellent example of Spanish colonial architecture with its intricate carvings, ceiling frescoes, and religious paintings. The church also houses a museum that displays religious artifacts, antique vestments, and historical documents. Binondo, Manila. If you want to go to a food trip while seeing the historical places in Manila, go to Binondo. Not only Binondo offers a grateful food adventure, but it is also a home to the oldest Chinatown in the world. It is a popular tourist spot because of the amazing food spots in the area and affordable shopping places. Aside from Chinatown, Binondo is also home to the historic Binondo Church, built in the late 1600s. It also destroyed during World War II, which only the facade, including the belfry and the Supin Street side, remain standing and was reconstructed after the war. There are lots of food spots, as mentioned. Limasawa, Southern Leyte. The town of Limasawa in Southern Leyte is one of the most historical sites in the Philippines. The first documented Catholic Mass in the Philippines was held here in March 31, 1521, appreciated by Father Pedro Valderrama. The Magellan Cross. The Magellan Cross is located in Cebu. It is a Christian cross planted by Portuguese and Spanish explorers as ordered by Ferdinand Magellan upon arriving in Cebu, Philippines. Magellan's Cross still remains to the past of the history of Cebu. This cross is believed to have been implanted by the Spaniards and Portuguese conquerors, as ordered by Ferdinand Magellan, who came here in the Philippines in 1521. It also remarked the arrival of Christianity in the Philippines. This cross is located in the downtown Cebu City, specifically in Magallanes Street, just very close to the Santo Niño Church. It is being housed in a chapel. The original cross is now encaved in the wooden cross inside the chapel for protection, as it was believed to the miraculous, and people kept and chipping away its parts. Palawan, Philippines. Plaza Cuartel Puerto Princesa. Aside from being one of the world's famous islands, Palawan is also home to some famous landmarks in the Philippines, like the Plaza Cuartel in Puerto Princesa, then served as the World War II garrison for the Philippine and American soldier, and how the landmark served as a memorial for prisoners of war who were buried alive in an underground tunnel. You can visit spots where soldiers suffered and were killed. There's a huge park, perfect for a good walk. EDSA Shrine, located at the crossroads EDSA Avenue and in Ortegas Avenue in Quezon City. EDSA Shrine, formerly known as the Shrine of Mary Queen of Peace or Our Lady of EDSA. It's no doubt one of the most historical places in Luzon and amazing the landmarks in the Philippines that truly meet a mark. This is where the historic and world-renowned People Power Revolution took place. People Power Revolution is one of the world's most historic events because this uprising was peaceful, bloodless, and successful. You'll see a notable monuments in the Philippines in and near the EDSA Shrine, the 3 feet tall image of Blessed Virgin Mary. The walled city of Intramuros. A walk in and around Intramuros is like a stroll through history where you will see amazing cultural attractions in the Philippines. That's why, when talking about the top 10 of historical places in the Philippines and historical places in Manila, Intramuros never misses the list. It is the oldest and historic core of Manila and built with defensive walls against foreign invasions. Hence, being called the Walled City, here you can see the preserved Spanish colonial structure from government offices to residential areas to souvenir shops. It is also surrounded by other historical places like Fort Santiago, and you can tour via bamboo bicycles, kalesa or huge carriages, or by foot. Bagong Bayan, or also known as Luneta Park. Bagong Bayan is one of the most historical attractions and national historical shrines in the Philippines. This is because the Philippine national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, was executed here in 1896 after he fought for the country's freedom from the Spaniards through his articles, novels, and essays. The Rizal's monument is a great place for strolls and picnics. On the underground park is a mosque where you can view a colorful dancing fountain.